let me see the another architecture, that is elastic resource capacity architecture. The name itself, elastic. Already we have done the EC2, elastic resource capacity architecture. Now resource pooling we have done it, the dynamic scaling we have done, and how increasing the elastically enlarging the resource capacity architecture will be done. Let me see in a brief what actually this ERCA can be done. That is elastic resource capacity architecture is primarily related to the dynamic provision of virtual servers, definitely using a system that allocates and reclaims CPUs and RAMs in immediate response to the fluctuating processing requirements of hosted IT resources. And one beauty of the dynamic scaling is it is going to be allocated maybe the IT resources, but here elastic resource capacity, once the job has done, it reclaims the CPU and RAM in immediate response to the fluctuating processing requirements of hosted IT resources. That's only one difference between it reclaims by the ERCA, and whereas the DSA, dynamic scaling architecture, will be allocates the IT resources. If you see in the graphical representation of this total, we have two graphical representations clearly mentioning. And in this one, we are talking about the total 4 steps. The first is the cloud consumer. The second, here the automatic scaling listener. The third is going to be talking about the intelligent automatic automation engine. And the fourth one, the resource and pool with memory and CPU subpools. Now, let me see what will happen in first one. So cloud service consumer are actively sending requests to a cloud service. This is the cloud service request, the first step. Now, what will we do in the second step? This is the second step. The listener, which are monitoring by automatic scaling listener. This is hash monitor. Now, once it is done in the cloud services, hypervisor will be there. Now, what is the role of the third step, that is IAE, that is intelligent automation engine, is script is deployed with workflow logic. This script will be deployed, means the purpose of this intelligent automation engine is whenever this the allocation of that memory, allocation of that CPU for that, again it has to reclaim. So who will be take care of inside that is based on, this is a script they are writing in the form of a script they are writing. Based on the script, automatically it will be run. This is a script has to write it. So based on that, the condition if satisfied, it goes to this condition, this flow. Condition not satisfied, goes another condition. Condition goes like this. This is how they are representing how the script will work. So, and the last step, there is a fourth one. So capable of notifying the resource pools using allocation request. So based on the request, it will be allocated. So this is, or already we have discussed the memory and the CPU pools. Already we have seen in the last classes how the notations will be represented. The memory pools, CPU pools, or maybe network pools. All such type of things how we have represented already we have seen. So this is the memory pool. This is indicates, and this is indicates the CPU pools, right? So this is the 4 steps, and has a continuation of this 4 step. Again, we have another 4 steps, that is 5, 6, and 7, 8 step. What we'll do is, once, like as I said previously, consumer request increases. The number of requests are increasing. Definitely it's increasing here. What will happen is, in the 5th step, it is showing increasing. What will happen in the 6th step? This is the step 6. It is the 6th step. What will happen? How this IAE, that is intelligent automation engine, will take care of that is, see, causing the automated scaling listener to signal the intelligent automation engine to execute the script, because the number of requests has more coming from the cloud consumer. Now in the 7th step here, as I said you, this is a script. They're writing as a script here. There's a script. Now this script has to be executing. And what will happen is the script runs the workflow logic that signals the hypervisor to allocate more IT resources from the resource pool. So from the resource pool, in this 7th step, the script has giving a directions to the hypervisor that please allocated more instances from the resource pools. In the resource pools, what is there? Memory pool is there, and CPU subpools also be there. From there, it is allocated. It's giving instruction to the hypervisor. And let me see what is happening in the 8th step. The hypervisor allocates additional CPU and RAM to the virtual server, enabling the increased workload to be handled. That's what the hypervisor is doing. So this is how the 2 figures is talking about the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps. How whenever in the previous one, there is no concept called as intelligent automation engine. in the dynamic scaling architecture. But in this elastic resource, the allocation, elastic resource architecture, in this one capacity architecture, it is talking about IAE, that is Intelligent Automation Engine, giving the instructions in this figure to the hypervisor, please allocated more instances and taking the resources from resource pools. Okay? That's what how it will be done. So we have seen in the elastic resource capacity architecture, the purpose followed by the graphical representation. Let me see the mechanisms. So we have three mechanisms under this. One series, like it is also cloud usage monitor, like one whatever the cloud usage monitor you have done it, resources, taking the IT resources before, during, and after scaling, define the further feature processing capacity thresholds to the virtual server. So we had to make sure before and during and after the IT resources, how it is doing that one, we had to give proper way of information in this with the help of this mechanism, cloud usage monitor. And the second is as the same style, pay per use monitor. What will done is it collect all the resource usage cost information, and it fluctuates with the elastic provision. And resource duplication, have to making some duplicate of this one architecture model to generate new instances of the IT scale. Now, if you see in this inside figure, there is administration working workflow logic, where based on the script, and it will be taken care by IA, that is Intelligent Automation Engine. Automation Engine, right? So what we have discussed inside this is we have talked about the elastic resource capacity architecture. Main objective is it is allocated and reclaims the resources what will be allocated. So to show that in a proper way, it is talking about in two graphical representation, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, up to 7, 8 steps. And the mechanisms are three mechanisms: cloud usage monitor, and pay per use monitor, and resource replication. So this is about the elastic resource capacity architecture.